I want to do work that the world sees. We don't want to be a small little design studio doing cool little work. Cool shit is bullshit, that's what I say. I'm Mills, Chief Wonka, at ustwo, the studio of dreams. It's interesting when I think about how ustwo started. We never had any thoughts or plans as to what we're going to do with the studio. It was just like, let's do something really good. Let's just work on great projects. That's what we love doing. You know, we're not businessmen. We were me. I was the visual designer, and Sinks was the interaction designer. And together, it's like the perfect combination.
Name's Sinks. It's always been Sinks and Mills since we started. I've known Mills since I was about 11. We both grew up in Tunbridge Wells.
Best friends, we go back since little kids. And that's crucial. It wasn't sort of two people coming together with a plan to make a great studio. It was just, let's just do something we're passionate about.
We took I think we borrowed £4,000 or whatever 2 laptops cost back in 2004.
Yeah, we took £5,000 from my dad, enough to kind of tie us over for the first few years, or a few years, Christ. Few months. I kind of remember starting out in my kitchen, but Sinks has another story, a different version of that.
Mixture of my bedroom, his bedroom, and get a few jobs done.
Very quickly we were able to do some sort of good deals, our only kind of business deals ever with Sony Ericsson.
Which allowed us to suddenly look for a studio that could hold like 5-6 people, and allowed us to hire a couple of people. And we went back and we hired a couple of people that we were working with before.
For the first few years, you know, a majority of our work was with the design centre at Sony Ericsson, and they gave us a real chance to learn about interaction design, especially on mobile devices.
We were very, very good to them. They were very good to us. That's how what kick-started the whole company. So we owe them a lot.
And over the years, I think I've been able to kind of step away from directly working with the actual projects and be much more sort of, well, the Wonka of this place. A chance for me to kind of be myself. I was always the person that sort of came up with the nicknames. I was the person that sort of really got the place going. I guess, you know, I'm the cultural ambassador for this place.
This whole company is made on who we hire. So I'm going to be spending more time here than I do at home with my family or wherever. So I need to properly like the people that we work with. So we've always made a real effort to, I mean, yes, of course they have to be good enough, but really the most important thing for us is that they kind of, everyone thinks they're great guys, they're great girls, or people love working with.
90 fully engaged, creative animators, designers, developers, all focused on the art of making great product.
We really strive for creating this culture where people from outside almost think first that I want to work there. I mean, it's great that people think, oh, the work's great as well, but it's kind of we almost want to create this place where people just kind of hear of that, oh, that's that great studio, I've heard so many good things about it.
The studio of dreams is kind of something that we've always been proud of. If we get any client into the studio, they never leave, in terms of, they don't leave and not work with us. I mean, this place is designed to be a place where you just feel special. We were passionate about doing great work and hard work. I mean, that was absolutely crucial, but we were passionate about having a place that, you know, you go to do great work. It wasn't about, you know, you're going to spend a lot of your time here, so well, who wants to work in a place that makes you feel a bit sick? We didn't want, equally, a sterile design studio full of white walls. You know, we wanted somewhere that had emotion, had a personality. The beautiful position we're in now is that as a studio that's run really well, that makes money, that makes profit, we pump an awful lot of that back into a group that we call CWA, Content with Attitude. This is 10 people fully focused on producing own IP, run by the Wonka himself. This is about showing, you know, the world that we know how to make great products. Nursery Rhymes was a perfect example of something that did exceptionally well. It hit #1 in the US, hit #1 in the UK in books, and it really disrupted the publishing industry. All the big publishers suddenly knew who we were. And that was a key part of doing that. Like, let's produce something that's so utterly gorgeous that people think, wow, who is this ustwo company? And they start looking, you know, into who we are, and we've made some great relationships with them, and we'll now be working with them directly to produce some great work, show them how it's done. But own IP is absolutely crucial. I mean, this is a perfect example of an app we made over 2 years ago. It's now made £123,456, and it took a couple of weeks to make, but this has become a prime example of what ustwo is good at. If you want a mouth replacement app, you know, we're the guys to come to. But something like that, believe it or not, it sort of goes out to the world, and big clients come to us saying, my kids absolutely love that. I don't suppose you happen to have a 90-person UI UX studio that's capable of creating enterprise solutions for one of the biggest brands in the world? Funny enough, we do. You know, putting stuff out there, like really serendipitous products in many ways, like chuck it out there, have no real idea what's going to happen to it, but something's going to come of it. That's what I love doing. I don't really want to plan anything. I just want to chuck it out there. We're about to release a game called Well Trail. It's a chance for us to disrupt the game industry, basically.
We've made games before, but they've been a lot more graphical and less kind of character driven. But this time we wanted to do something that was a lot more rich and hopefully a lot more popular.
Where our previous games have been quite niche and sort of aimed at a sort of niche audience, very graphical.
We took that point of view that we wanted to do something that was really going to sell well, that was going to be hopefully very popular. We wanted to make it fun and quirky, so we had the idea of making it into a flying whale.
It flies above the clouds and collects colour and dodges dodgy grey clouds.
It has a central character and it's designed to be a lot more appealing.
Right, aiming at mass market, our sort of understanding was we had to come up with something that was addictive and easy to use. We came up with a one-touch gameplay idea, which is you only have to press to make the whale fly and release to make the whale swoop.
Once we knew the mechanic was working, that's the biggest challenge, and then after that everything else is just in some ways icing on the cake, because we're really confident that that works. And then after that, it's just seeing how beautiful we can make it look. We spent a lot of time working on designing a cute whale character, which we think we've done. And then the rest of the game is populated with other sort of interesting characters. The whole scenery is very colourful, and you fly through different coloured zones as if you were flying through different colours of the rainbow. So we've spent a lot of time working on different areas corresponding to the different colours of the rainbow, and each one has their own unique feel and their own kind of strange population that live there too.
Well Trail's our sort of chance to do what we do best, but to put it out to the mass market. I mean, a lot of the problems we've had with the stuff we've done over the years is that it's exceptional, but you know, they were aimed at a niche of designers or maybe a niche of music enthusiasts in the case of instrumental. But with Well Trail, what we're trying to do is take all those learnings for the last 2 years and then create something truly perfect, as we did with Nursery Rhymes, but put it out into a market that's willing to receive something. I think gaming is something like 45% of the market in iOS, and we want to be a part of that. And we think that, you know, Willow, this beautiful little specimen, this little character, is our pass to the riches of the App Store. We wanted to create a game that's not like a AAA title, but something that's almost like what we call a candy game. Whereby literally you can go to the toilet, pull it out of your pocket and start playing around with it, having a load of fun. And I think that's, you know, what we've already created so far, and in the next few months we're gonna release it to the world, set Willy free, and he'll make a big splash. I think there's an awful lot of fugazi design studios out there that all of a sudden, when there's a very easy route to marketing what you do and get it out there via things like the App Store, that, you know, it's showing a lot of studios up. Like, you know, we're putting $500,000 this year into producing products that may or may not make money, but it's not about that. It's about showing that we really care. There's no excuse now for not doing that and actually getting out there. And actually, you know, Cedar Way, the area downstairs, represents kind of one of the best bits of business we ever did. Like, invest in something that doesn't make money directly now, but brings huge profiles to the studio and inadvertently brings a lot of money via clients.
And now we're in a position where we could probably go we could probably go into any sector, not pretending we know about the sector. You know, obviously the clients have to work a bit harder with us to get us up to speed with the domain knowledge, but we can feel fairly confident that we can bring something new and fresh to any new sector.
The business of design is super simple. Do great work.
Me and Mills, I think we're fairly good at running a company, but we're designers, you know, so I mean, I'm probably better than Joe Bloggs on the street at kind of doing the books and sorting the IT and getting new business and stuff. But I think when we've grown and we're able to afford to hire proper people, the thing that I've noticed most is that they're so much better at doing it than I was. So and it means I can concentrate on doing the creative stuff, which I prefer doing and I'm better at doing.
I mean, growth for me isn't about getting more people because it's something to brag about. It's about getting more opportunities to work on bigger, better products that actually reach more people. End of the day, we want to create products that get to end users, and we're able to hear that feedback. You know, nothing better about producing a product that people use, love, and you've made their day a little bit better.
Marcus, who was one of our first employees, who is Swedish as well, he moved to Malmo to start the Malmo studio, which is now I think 30 people, doing the retail clients and still catering for Sony Ericsson and some other clients out there, which is really, really exciting. They've got a fantastic studio out there. One thing that's cheap in Sweden is studio space. Everything else is really expensive, but you can get great studios out there.
What people really like about us is that it's true. You know, it's true passion here. It's not made up. We really care, and we want to get bigger, and we want to show the world that, you know, how to roll basically in interaction. And I think we haven't even started yet. We're at the beginning of this journey, and that's the exciting thing. You know, we've just moved into this new studio. We're just about to open New York. After 2 years of investment in Malmo, it's up and running big time. I'm getting too excited, to be honest.